Hey y'all, what's going on? And welcome to the Girlguiding Adventure at Home workout. My name is Natalie Higby. I am a trainer in Austin, Texas. I work for the Durable Athlete, and I have been working with the WNBA to provide some at-home body weight workouts all around the world. Today, I am lucky enough to be joined here with my good friend Timmy. Timmy, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey guys, I am Temitope Fagbenle and I am a WNBA player representing the Minnesota Lynx. I'm also a Great Britain player, I play for the national team, and I'm obviously a professional player all over the world. I'm so excited to be joining Natalie today and showing you guys a few moves to keep in shape while in quarantine.
Yes, definitely. So today is all about getting in a good workout, but having fun. That's most important. We just want to move our body, make sure that we keep ourselves mentally and physically healthy, and just using whatever space we have today. So I'm going to just come into my space, and Timmy, you can see we're just using what we have. We're in our living rooms, we're in our bedrooms, and so if you need to modify anything based on space, please feel free to do that. And if at any point you need to stop and grab water, you guys can. We hope that you have fun. We're gonna get started with our warm-up. It's really important that we prep our body for the workout by going through some warm-up movements. So what we're gonna do is stand up, and we're gonna start with some lateral lunges here. There you go, Timmy. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and lateral lunge to one side. So I'm gonna sink over to one side, and as I come back up, I'm gonna try to bring that same knee up for a little single leg balance. There you go. So again, we're gonna lunge. Yeah, and then try to come up into a single leg balance here for just a second. Beautiful. If you need to set that foot down, you can, or if you can come right into that single leg hold, let's go for it. You guys are doing awesome. Timmy, that's looking good. We're gonna go for about 10 more seconds on this side. How's that feeling?
It's feeling good.
Awesome. Perfect. Let's remember to use our breath. We'll switch up sides here in 3,
I'm too tall for this.
1. Yeah. How tall are you, Timmy?
I am 6'4", actually.
Woo!
Yeah, it's probably like 193 centimeters, 195. So yeah, I got some good height on me.
I have to ask, what size shoe do you wear?
I've actually got small feet for my size. I'm a 10.5 UK, which is about, I wear a size 11.5 men's in the US.
Oh, okay. I asked because I wear a 12 in women's in the US, and I'm 5'10", but I always thought that I needed like 5 more inches on my body because my feet are huge.
Wow, you like my size.
I know. There you go. So from here, we're going to switch it up. We're going to go into a squat now. And what we're going to do in our squat right here is we're going to come on down. And at the bottom, we're just going to reach our right hand up and then reach our left hand up. And then we'll stand tall. And it's okay if you don't go super low. So even if you're right here, whatever you can get to, perfectly fine. And then shake out those legs for a second. And we'll just keep moving. Yeah, I have big feet. I also have really big hands. But I stopped growing at 5'10", so.
Well, 5'10" is pretty tall for a woman as well, so you got some good height on you too.
Yes, definitely. But you know, I could have used a couple extra inches when I myself was playing some volleyball and basketball.
Oh right,
so.
Yeah, I can't lend you any of mine. Sorry, I'm pretty happy.
Well, I love it. Awesome. Let's grab one more rep. Let's just come on down. We'll reach up, big stretch. Awesome. We'll stand tall. Now, for this next one, you are so tall, Timmy. I love this. We're just going to try to reach for our opposite toe here. So like a little Frankenstein kick. Keep your leg locked out. Okay. See here, I'm going to go opposite hand to toe. Just kind of getting that stretch in the hamstrings.
Let's get this right. There we go. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. That's okay. I love it. We just do what we can in the space that we have. Beautiful. We'll go for a couple more seconds. Now, when did you start playing basketball?
I started when I was 14 years old. Actually, tennis was my first love, but I decided to start playing basketball after one conversation with my dad, and long story short, I started when I was 14 and kind of history from there.
I love that. So cool. Very cool. I love that you started with tennis. which is, I think, very challenging. So.
Yes, it is. And they're both
Right.
different sports.
Very, very. We're going to come on down to the ground. Now we can see you for sure. So what we're going to do in this next one, Timmy, is we're going to go side plank. So we're going to go kind of onto our elbow here on one side. We're going to come down low to a low plank where both elbows are on the ground. And then we're going to go to the opposite side for a side plank. And then we're going to come back to the middle, both elbows down on the ground. Back to side number one for that side plank. And then to the middle. And so we're just going to rotate here, side to side, taking our time, making sure we're not rushing. Again, focusing in on our breath, controlling our body. We'll do this for about 10 more seconds.
Right. This is a great warm-up.
Good, I'm glad. Hopefully we're getting nice and prepped for our workout.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let's come on down now with a good old bicycle crunch. So we're going to go onto our back here on the ground. What we're going to do from here is try to get our opposite elbow to knee and just move nice and easy back and forth. If you need to rest, but we've got 30 seconds of work, okay?
I heard that I have to keep my back on the ground. Is that correct?
Yes, try to keep that low back pressed into the floor as much as you can.
Okay.
You got it. So what other sports do you love to play?
Love to play? Well, I grew up obviously playing tennis. Basketball is another one, obviously. I actually love badminton. I also grew up playing football. Other sports. I love football, the real football. Not American football, unfortunately. But yeah, I love staying active. I grew up in a very active family, so it's nothing new.
I love that. I love that. Being active is definitely important to a healthy life. So we're going to get into just some jumping jacks next, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just nice and easy. We're going to go feet out, hands up. There you go. Again, just about 30 seconds here, and then we'll move on. So Timmy,
Change it up a bit.
I want you to tell the girls where you went to school, because I know you went to 2 really amazing colleges.
Yeah, I went to, well, for university, I went to Harvard University at first, and then for my master's, I went to USC.
I love it. I love it. We're going to take this into some single leg hops. Okay, this is our last part of the warm-up, so we're going to try to balance on one leg and just get little hops here. Nice and easy. Can I ask if you have a favorite college then out of those 2?
Both have their pros and cons, you know. I can't actually choose which one is my favorite because I got a lot out of both of them. Obviously, Harvard, top academic institution, USC as well. But USC, I just love the weather there. Los Angeles, sunny every day, you can't go wrong with that. Are we changing legs?
I was about to say, we'll switch up legs. You got some extra credit reps. That's okay though. You got caught up talking about the beautiful California weather, so.
Yeah, carried away.
Almost there. We're going to go for about 10 more seconds on this side, and then we're going to get into our main workout of the day.
Okay.
Good. 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Okay. Now, move number 1 for our workout is going to be what we call a frog hop, okay? So we're going to come on down to the ground like a squat. We're going to touch the ground, and then on the way up, we're just going to jump up and reach our hands towards the ceiling. So we come down.
The ceiling. If you can touch the ceiling, guys, go ahead, touch that ceiling.
Yeah, you can touch that ceiling even better. I love it. So
I'm about to touch the ceiling right here.
Oh yeah, let's see it. If you can't jump, you can also just come onto your toes, you guys. So again, just try to get a nice big reach up. If you feel comfortable jumping, you can add that hop in there, add that jump. We're gonna go for about 5 more seconds. There it is. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now this next move is down on the ground. We're gonna go onto our booty, feet are flat, hands are behind us like so. we're gonna go to what we call a crab position. So we're gonna go proud chest. Let's lift our bottom off the ground. And now as we press our hands into the floor, we're just gonna try to lift one leg at a time.
Are the legs straight?
Yeah, what?
Are the legs straight?
Yes, if you can, try to lock out that leg. So just a little march here. There it is. And now for the extra challenge, if you're feeling strong here, I'm gonna lift one leg off the ground and I'm gonna try to tap that toe with my opposite hand.
Woo!
And then come back down. So I'll lift my right leg, try to reach for the toe with my left hand, and then come back down.
Let's see who's strong here. Let's see what this body can do.
So, ooh,
Nice.
you got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Long.
Those long limbs, I love it. Good. And relax. Perfect. Now this next one, you're gonna go kind of side to side. I'll face the camera so they can see. We have a lateral beast crawl. So we're just gonna kind of come onto our hands and toes, and I'm just moving right to left. Now again, if I don't have much space, I might just take one step to the right, one step to the left, one step to the right, but my knees are kind of up here close to my hands. So I'm in nice and tight, just moving side to side. This one's gonna challenge the shoulders, challenge the legs, challenge the core.
Yes, nice. I feel a burn. This is a good one.
There you go. Perfect. We're almost there. Again, round one, we're just kind of getting used to the moves, making sure we feel okay. Remember, y'all, grab water when you need to. Take a break when you need to. It's all about having fun today. 3, 2, 1. Good work. You're doing awesome. Now, we're going to go into a banana star. Okay, so we're going to come onto our back. Just like those bicycles, let's keep our low back pressed into the ground. As I reach out, this is going to be my banana position. And then I'm going to open up my hands, open up my legs for my star position. So banana, star. And if I need to, I could even come right here, come in nice and tight, and that's gonna make it a little bit easier. So if I'm fully extended, this is a little more challenging. If I need to break, I can lay on down, I can take a break whenever I need to. There you go, Timmy, good. Keep moving. Beautiful. We'll go for about 10 more seconds. You got it. Whew. 5.
Back on the ground.
4, yep, that low back pressed into the ground. 3, 2, 1. Good work. You can stand on up. We have one more move before we cycle through this again, okay? So this next move, I'm going to take a jump forward, like a big leap, and then I'm going to place my hands on the ground and crawl in a reverse bear crawl. And then I'll jump forward, and then reverse bear crawl. So again, just use the space you have, take a little hop up, and then we'll crawl back. Yes, perfect. Keep moving. I'm just checking in with you guys. That's looking awesome. Let's get a couple more reps, Timmy, with a smile on your face. I love it.
Let's do
So
it.
What?
You can do it.
Yes, you got it. I've got another question for you, Timmy.
Okay.
And then I'll let you know when you can rest. Okay? I want to know, how does a British basketball player end up in the United States?
Wow. Isn't that a great question?
2, 1. You can relax for a moment. Let's let everybody catch their breath. Why don't you give us the answer to that? How'd you end up here?
Well, I happen to have been born in the United States, so I'm an American citizen as well, and I realized that I could use this to my advantage and go to the States for a wonderful education, as I got. And so when I was 14, I thought, hey, I was kind of sick of London. I don't know how, don't ask me why. But I was like, okay, it's time to leave. And I was able to bypass the visa process and just go straight to the States and start in a high school and then go all the way up through the ranks, and now I'm here.
I love that. That's so cool. Very cool. Are you ready for round 2, Timmy?
Indeed, I got my rest. I talked enough for you guys.
I think you did. So we're just gonna come down to these frog hops again, or I'm squatting, touching the ground, and just coming onto my toes and reaching up. I'm gonna continue to breathe, continue to move, feeling a little bit stronger this round, making sure that we pay attention to the fact that we are taking care of our body. That's ultimately what our body wants. It wants to just move and have fun. You guys are doing awesome. About 10 more seconds on move number 1, and we go to move number 2. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's come on down to these crab toe touches that you were so good at on round 1, Timmy. We're coming down to our hands. We're gonna lift our bottom off the ground. Remember, we can just start with locking out each leg, and we can progress to trying to reach the opposite hand to the toe. So I'm reaching across my body. There it is. Now, I have another question for you, Timmy.
All right.
I know that you made it to the Olympics, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
How did that feel to be a part of an Olympic basketball team?
I can't explain truly, but I'll try. You know, it was first and foremost such a humbling experience to be part of the GB team. You know what, guys? Why don't you try talking while you're doing this as well? Okay.
I was gonna say, Timmy, let's go into our lateral beast crawls, and then I'll let you keep talking, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. All right, so just right here. Now, you said it was incredible, right?
I'll go this way. Yeah, it was incredible. Once-in-a-lifetime experience to have the Olympics in your home country. And so I just felt such a immense pride and great feeling. It was such an amazing experience. I can't explain it. You have to do it yourself to feel it, really.
Well, I'm sure it took a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. In order to reach any pinnacle of your sport, you have to put in a lot of work. You really do. It's not an overnight success.
Definitely. Good lesson right there. Let's roll it over. We're going to go to those banana stars, okay?
Okay.
All right, remember, low back, pressed into the floor. We're going to reach overhead like our banana and then open up like our star. Whew, we're going to move in and out. And if we need to sit up and rest for a second, we can always sit up and rest. It's totally okay. Let's just try to get a little bit better today. A little stronger today.
Who's strong?
Woo, we are.
Let's do this.
There you go. Lesson 10. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Let's stand on up. Okay, our last move of the day, you guys, is going to be that broad jump to our reverse bear crawl. Last time here. You ready to make it count?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. We're going to jump forward and then crawl back.
Oh, yeah, getting the hang of this. Oh, jeez.
There you go. I love it. Now,
if you have
Timmy, what would you say? What would you say to me? Sorry, what?
I said, if you have neighbors, try and jump softly.
Yes, definitely. I was going to ask you, Timmy, what would you say to all these young girls who, you know, are maybe looking for a little more self-confidence or a little more fearlessness or bravery to overcome challenges that they're dealing with?
Well, to all you strong, beautiful women out there, young girls and young women, everybody has to overcome challenges, right? And you are no exception, that's for sure. All you have to do when you face a challenge, all I do when I face a challenge, is look it straight in the eye, and I know that I have the capability to overcome it. Doesn't matter what it is. Whether, you know, it could be a myriad of things, but let's not get into it. Just face it head on, believe in yourself, understand your self-worth, and keep it pushing. That's the first bit of information I have from you. We can continue later on.
I 100% agree with you, Timmy. We are wrapping up the workout, but I think that's an excellent place to leave it, is just letting all of these women know, all these young girls know that they are strong, they are capable, and that if they just believe in themselves, anything is possible.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter how you look. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter your body type. It doesn't matter your face. You are beautiful inside. But first and foremost, it doesn't matter that your self-worth is not about who tells you you're beautiful. You know you're beautiful without anybody telling you. And it's not about being beautiful outside, it's about being beautiful inside. So if you ask yourself that question, are you kind to people? Are you a nice person? Are you loving? Are you caring? You know, ask yourself those questions and you'll see.
So important. Thank you so much, Timmy. I hope that you got a nice sweat. I know that I am a little sweaty over here. If anybody wants to go through that workout again, they can. Maybe they're already feeling it. We were working with you guys. We are so proud of you. We are honored to be here with you guys. And we just want to encourage all of you, like Timmy said, to believe in yourself, love yourself, and understand that you have all the power in the world within you.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got this. Always remember that. You got this. We got
Awesome.
this.
Yes, we've got this. We're in it together. Thank you, Timmy.
Thank
you did it amazing.
This was a great experience, and I'm glad to have shared it with you and with all you guys as well. I hope you got something out of it. It was so much fun. I got quite the sweat I needed during this quarantine, so thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a good one.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, my name is Allison Feaster, and I am super excited because today is the Girlguiding Adventures at Home Festival. I started playing basketball because I grew up in a family that prioritized playing sports and being active. Both my parents played basketball in high school. My older brother was a player in high school, my sister as well, so it was really a natural transition for me to give the sport a try. I was also the second tallest girl in my 5th grade class, which was when I tried out for my first team. So when tryouts rolled around, my best friend and I, who was the tallest girl in our 5th grade class, went out and tried for the all-boys team, and we made it. The basketball achievement that I'm most proud of is probably a win Harvard, my university, had in the 1998 NCAA tournament. We were given the 16th seed, and we had to go out west to play the #1 seed Stanford on their home court. And a 16th seed had never beaten a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament, and as luck would have it, we were able to pull off the upset. It was really the culmination of 4 years of hard work, of believing in our coach's system, and yeah, we were really pretty excited to pull that win off. So that's the thing I'm most proud of. My inspirations growing up were probably my mom and my older sister, my only sister, as a matter of fact. My mom had to work 2 jobs at times to support 4 kids on her own. She was a single parent, and yeah, she worked really hard. She went back to school when we were in middle school and high school to get her college degree. And so her example of hard work and, persevering despite her circumstances was really what motivated me to work hard as well. My big sister was my academic inspiration, I would say. She was she had the second highest grade average in her graduating class, and we would always joke that I would try to one-up her and finish first in my class. So when it was time for me to graduate, that's what I did. So thanks, big sis. My educational path was as important as my athletic path when I was growing up. My mother always prioritized putting your education first because it was, for us, the way to have more opportunities in life, have more choices in life. So, and certainly we couldn't participate in extracurricular activities if we didn't do our schoolwork, do our homework. So, being a good student was always a priority in our household. And I'm really thankful that I really prioritized it and was lucky enough to go to one of the best universities in the world. In my opinion, any successful team has to have team members who are willing to make sacrifices. Simply put, if you have teammates who are willing to put the team first and let self be secondary to everything else team, then I think that's the first key ingredient. In addition, I think you also need a leader who is willing to lead by example, not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. The leader has to put him or herself at the forefront and really lead by example and be first in everything that he or she does. Put the team first, plainly put. When I think about what a good captain or what a good coach is, I reflect on some coaches that I've had in my career. For example, my favorite coach was Kathy Delaney Smith from Harvard University. And what was really special about her was she made each and every teammate feel as if her role was the most important role on the team. For example, she made the people who weren't playing a tremendous amount, she made them feel special. She made them feel like their role was crucial to our success. In addition, folks who had to be rebounders or defenders or even top scorers, each and every person on the team really bought into the system and believed that what she brought to the team was crucial to the team's success. So I think that's a quality that a good coach or a good captain must have. What was the biggest challenge you faced as a woman? I would say the biggest challenge I faced to get to my current role in the NBA is probably some source of inner fear that I may experience along the way. Sometimes it's hard when you are around people who don't exactly look like you or think like you, but you have to be brave and step out and walk on your experience and on your practice. You also have to do that with humility. So it took a while for me to be able to overcome that fear. But I think, first and foremost, I'd had years of practice of being, playing in Europe and being the only American or being the only African American in some settings, and certainly being the only woman in many settings. But it hasn't been something that has stopped me. I try to focus on the positive. I try not to let the differences limit me. I try to use them, in fact, to be a source of strength. So that was probably one of the biggest challenges, but it was overcome by belief in what I'd done in the past. And most importantly, I've had a great team members, staff members, players, surrounding me and everyone else in the organization who really puts each team member in the best position to be successful. What I would recommend to any young girl who wants to go out and give basketball a try is simply to go do it. Don't be afraid to try new things. Be fearless, really. Basketball is a great sport to play because it not only gets you ready physically to be tough, to be strong, it also helps you learn to think better, to make decisions under pressure. It helps you to be a better teammate. It helps you learn to communicate better. Overall, it's given me a tremendous source of confidence. So to any girl that wants to try to play basketball, go get it, go try. Thank you so much for having me on Girlguiding Adventures at Home Festival. This has been a tremendous way to chat with you all. I wish you all luck and be fearless, go get it.
Hey y'all, thank you so much for joining our Girlguiding Adventures at Home bodyweight workout. It was a pleasure working with you guys, and we want to remind you to get involved. Just look at the hashtag or search the hashtag Adventures at Home.
Also, search the hashtag Her Time to Play as shown on Natalie's shirt as part of our Junior NBA campaign.